Yeah, it's me. It's always gonna be me. If you in the age group where they used to get whooped with switches and extension cords, man, you came back in the house with a switch that didn't make that sound right there. And you had to go back out and get you another switch bigger, or she say she gonna go out there and get her a switch herself. If you ain't do that, man, if you ain't come up and get whooped with switches and extension cord, man, you in the 2%. Sometimes it's good to be in the 2%. You understand me? It's good to be in the 2%. Okay, so we got President Trump. He running for president, right? Y'all say, fuck Trump, fuck Trump, fuck Trump. But you also got Ron DeSantis running for president, right? Y'all don't even know. He trying to take slavery out the schools. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you caught up in that 98%. Shout out to Trump. Got me out of prison early, man. That's just my opinion. My opinion matters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't crying about Trump when he was giving that stimulus check, man. Yeah, all the 98% of you niggas was on Trump dick when he was giving out all them stimulus packages. Biden then gave a nigga a motherfucking dog ass thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Wonder who on that list. But hey, I'm one of the 2%. I fuck with Trump. I'd rather have Trump president than a lot of them people that's in the Democratic Party. Let's get off the politics. If you're in a relationship, admit that you're wrong. That's common. That's the 98% of people in America. So let's admit my wrongs, okay? They say I'm a dog. They say I fuck around on my girl, okay? That's not true. You believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. You understand what I'm saying? It depends on what kind of girl I'm with. If I'm with a girl that don't fulfill my needs, and we have a talk about it and discussion about it, and she don't do nothing about it, and I'm changing, then I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do what a man do. I'm gonna do what 98% of men will do, and that's go fuck other bitches. Now, when you say, how can you do that? Won't you just tell her and it's over with? I've done that before. I got my car scratched up for that shit too. So let's do demographics. It's 243,369 more women than men in the state of Georgia. I don't know how else to say it. It's just gonna be some lonely women.
Well, a miracle happens.
Everybody pairs up. Like everybody is a couple now by Valentine's Day. Everybody got them a girlfriend. Every girl got them. By it being 30 to 1 or 20 to 1 or even 10 to 1, it's gonna be some lonely people left over, lonely women, because it's too many women in the world. And if you don't think that these women are gonna go after your guy, you're probably the 98% of the people out there. Because if I have 5 children and I only have enough to buy 3 Christmas gifts for them, I have to buy something that all the children can share, like a football or a bicycle or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't have enough money for 5 children. So you can put that in the same term with relationships, man. So there's gonna be some lonely women out there, and they're not worried about your relationship. And if they can't get a relationship, you have to understand they're gonna try to break up your relationship with whoever you got going on, because they want you to be what? Just like them, miserable. Because what? Misery loves company. So if you change your mind state from the 98% to the 2%, you will see this shit coming. You be like, damn, bitch, where your man at? You ain't got no man. Oh, he was cheating on you. Why was he cheating on you though? See, the sisterhood is very strong, so we're gonna always get outed if we're in the brotherhood. So if you're a man and your girlfriend has a friend and she telling all y'all business in the street, she see you out You know what I'm saying? And she think you cheating or whatever. She might see you at a club and she go back and tell her, well, that's none of her business because he might have been out making business moves or trying to, you know what I'm saying, scout talent if he's in the music industry, right? But a jealous seed will always be planted, even if you don't have a strong, even if you have a strong mind. So you got to eliminate people in your life that try to put seeds of doubt in your head about your spouse, because all the truth will come to the light anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't need you to interfere in my business. You see what I'm saying? So if you got a girl out there telling you about what your nigga doing, that's the 98% of bitches out there. 2% of people gonna mind their fucking business because, listen, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, man. A lot of people come out with ulterior motives to break you up with your girl and your man. They might want to be in your position. But if you don't think like that, you in the 98%. Stop being in the 98% all the time. It's certain times you got to understand to be in certain percentages. You understand what I'm saying? So if my bitch come out and be like, hey, so-and-so told me you was out there, I'm gonna be mad at my girl for believing that shit. Whether it's true or not, you taking energy from somebody else and they don't have a man. So let's say I was out with another bitch. Why was I out with another bitch though? And these are the things we gotta talk about. So let's talk about them. If you got a man and he ain't keeping up with his hygiene, hey man, you need to tell him. If you don't tell him and you let his hygiene go on, that means you're a dirt gobbler. And even though this man is filthy, he still knows he's filthy, and he's still sticking his filthy, you know what, into your mouth and wherever he puts it at. And you're doing it until he's satisfied. So that turns you into a what? A dirt gobbler. You understand what I'm saying? And when he pisses you off, that's when you start bringing up his flaws. Instead of working on communication. 98% of men and women don't know how to communicate with each other because we're living in a world of sensitivity. So if I'm going on a date and I ask a question about her hair, off rip, 98% gonna get upset because for whatever reason. Now you gotta wonder why a woman would get upset if you ask if she got real hair and why you don't wear your natural hair, right? This is a man's preference. Like a lot of women have preference in men. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a preference, you like men that's light skinned or muscular, that's cool. Can't nobody say nothing about that. But you got men out here that want a woman with her natural hair, right? And you know, and you see women that's beautiful with the weaves and the wigs and the perms, but you like, yo, how she look without it? That's a big question because if I'm gonna wake up every day for the rest of my life, I wanna know. I don't want no disguise. And people don't think that wigs and makeup are disguises because we are brainwashing. That is 98% of all black African Americans in the United States of America. Our natural hair don't blow in the air. All time Martin made fun of Gina, man. I mean, BDB, you know, not Gina, BDB. She was the finest thing on Martin. You understand me? But we make fun of people's hair because it's nappy. 98%. So now you got the girls with the good hair that don't have to perm it and wear the wigs, and they still wear the wigs. And they still wear all the different styles, different colors or whatever. Because they what? They in the 98%. They you know, it's the trend. So, back to the 98%. Now, if you got hair that's, you know what I'm saying, fucked up underneath your wig, Is a man supposed to, you know what I'm saying, just look at you forever without that? Or when you take it off and he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, like what he see, but he's mesmerized by your sex? Because let's get it real. Let's keep it real, man. A lot of women weaponize their sex. They have good, you know what I'm saying, skills in the bed. And a man, you know what I'm saying, we are visualists. We see somebody fine, got her hair laid, got her makeup nice on, man, whatever, looking flawless. You look flawless, right? So we get the pussy and, you know, and everything whatsoever, man. It's great. We want to keep that. As men, God say, man, it's not good for man to be alone, right? So he made what? The beast of the earth. And when he seen that wasn't suffice, he put us to sleep, took the rib and made a woman. So he did something about that loneliness, right? So people don't want to read the Bible no more. People don't want to do that because there's laws in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's chronological order. You're not supposed to be lonely. You understand what I'm saying? So if it's more women than men, what is the woman supposed to do if everybody pairs up? That's all I'm asking. It's gonna be a lot of lonely women by Valentine's Day, man. And I'm just trying to let y'all know that you're gonna have to get out that mind frame. You want to. And the way the world going, man, you know, they're gonna come with, you know, they already got the sex toys, right? So I was watching Elon Musk. You know, I pay a close attention to him. These billionaires are wicked. He's coming out with a wife robot. Fleshlight, you know, can talk, can walk, I think in the 2030s. So get prepared. You know they're gonna have husband robots too. And for the women that say they don't need no nigga for shit, this gonna be perfect for y'all. And for the niggas that say motherfucker bitch, this gonna be perfect for y'all. They got the shit in the wife robot where it's able to have a child. You put the sperm in it, and it has an egg, and it'll facilitate birth in the stomach for 9 months like a test tube baby. And I guarantee you, 98% of the world, not just niggas, but especially niggas, are gonna have a robot in their house. Just like when the microwave came, man. Niggas, man, if you old enough to remember that shit, man, I was a baby, them motherfuckers was going crazy over the microwave. Now you got women that can't even hardly cook in a microwave. You got the DoorDash now. You got people cooking for you, man. Everything's quick. So if you got a robot that can cook, clean, protect you, whatever, have a child with you, have sex with you, that's what's gonna happen. Because you can program it to shut the fuck up. You know, you can program it to how it look. You can program the sex organs how you want it. You know, my robot's gonna look like Kelly Rowland if I ever have one. I know that's gonna be expensive, but that's what I want her to look like. And I want her to shut the fuck up, yes. I don't want her to nag me. And she's gonna always say nice things to me. You know, like I tell my daughter, man, you treat a man nice, you can get anything in the world from it. You can catch more flies with honey than you can with shit. That's just the way it is, man. You be mean to me, you be cruel to me, I'm gonna be away from you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Those type of spirits are in what? 98% of humans in the world. So if you are taking wicked spirits into 2024, you taking the spirit of jealousy, you taking the spirit of anger, you taking the spirit of resentment, you taking all these wicked spirits into 2024. But you praying for other people. How can you pray for another person and you got wicked spirits in your body? So when you send that prayer up to God, is he gonna really accept that prayer? I ain't saying everybody is flawless. Everybody got flaws. I got flaws, but I'm not wicked. And I don't cross nobody. And I don't do no bad business with nobody. And if you did bad business with me, man, and I done told you the deal, man, I just want you to know this video is for you. No need to play no names. This is my name. On anything that I do, I'm putting PARTTWICE on anything that I do, so my representation of my brand gonna stand. And if people don't like the brand, so what? But you're not gonna tell PARTTWICE how to run his brand, is you? And if I pay a man or one man some money for any type of service, you are now indentured to me. And the service that I pay for has to go like I want it to go, because now I am the boss, right? The customer's always right, right? No bad business, never personal. So when I'm dealing with these guys out here, I gotta understand that their mind state is of a 98%. You understand me? To tell you the truth, man, the overall opinion of the world is feminine, because you have to think there's an overall raising of boys by women. So anything that is going to be pushed is going to be the agenda of a woman. A man's agenda is the bottom of the line, especially a black man. We the biggest enemy on the earth. Everything is backwards. Everything is backwards. Now, if we the biggest enemy on earth, who is the only person that can really help us in a war? Our woman. Now, chess been around before Jesus was born. And the basic principle of that game is to checkmate the king. But the most dangerous piece on the board is the queen. The most important piece is the king, right? So if the queen dies in the beginning of the game still goes on, but it's hard. Because God say, man, it's not meant to be alone. But that's what your pawns are for. Because once you push your pawns all the way up to the promised land, you can get you another queen. You understand me? But you gotta play your game smart. So when you got niggas out here saying they don't need no bitch, they going against God. If you ask me, because God said what? It is not good for man to be alone. And when he said that, he did something about that there. Everything is backwards, man. This is just a message for the young black youth. This is nothing against women, but we gotta start teaching the boys, man, that you are the prize. You are the prize, man. You possess life within you. And if you don't believe that, you are definitely in the 98%. You have the power within you to create nations. And a woman is there to help you create and protect the nation and nurture the nation. Our women are supposed to be our high counsel to help us think things through, to guide us into battle, to keep us healthy and at peace when we need it the most. Just my opinion. My opinion matters. If you raising a boy in 1999, it was different. It's 2024 now. You understand me? All the fathers are on the internet. 98% of these children without fathers in the house look for a father on internet. Rappers. Rappers, man. I rap because I love the music. That's the only music I know. You understand me? I listen to shit my mother listened to, but I grew up in rap era. So I rap, right? But I never looked up to them because we didn't have the internet. I looked up to the niggas in the neighborhood. The niggas that was really, really doing it and not rapping about it, man. So now you got kids following guys that's just rapping about it, but ain't really living it. And then you end up seeing these rappers get into situations and come to find out they some bitches. But all your kid do is idolize this bitch ass nigga. Because he's looking for something masculine to idolize and to grow into, because he only has a mother and some sisters in the house. And if he has an older brother, he's still the same position that he's in. So this is just my opinion. If I have a daughter and she's in junior high or high school, I'm gonna let her have a boyfriend. I want her to understand that if she has a boyfriend, though, do your homework on him. Make sure that he has a mother and a father in the house. Because anybody that feeds you, you gonna respect them. So if you growing up and you got a man and a woman feeding you and taking care of you and nurturing you at the same time, you gonna grow up to respect both man and woman. It's lawless out here, man, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that there, but that's the truth. Also, if you a young nigga, man, and you dating another girl, make sure she has a father in the house. If she don't, make sure she's involved with her father's life and ask her how she feels about her father. If she loves him or if she says, oh, that nigga ain't shit, you don't really want to deal with her, man. Because if her father ain't shit, that's a decision on her mother. Choosing bitch ass niggas to lay down with. And I tell my daughter, I'm a vampire. All I can do is knock on the door. You have to open that door and let me in. In other words, you the one have to open your legs. And if anything else happens other than that, then it's rape. Women, y'all know all it takes is for a nice little trim up, you know, smell good, put on the Gucci's, driving something clean, man. Spend a little money on you, man. Tell you what you want to hear. And you gon' cake. It's only 2%. Oh, I don't do that. I don't fall for that. That's y'all. But the 98% of the women fall for that. So what's the solution? You going through all this shit, but you ain't giving no solutions, part twice. What's the solution? I'm gonna tell you the solution. If you are so inclined on not having a man in your child's life, put him in a sport, put him in football. Put him in something where he's around other boys and other men. You got a lot of mothers that shelter their children, you know, and keep them in the house and keep them on the computers and let them play video games all day. And these kids don't have no type of social skills. They don't know how to interact with boys and girls. So when they get in school and they weird, motherfuckers pick on them. You understand what I'm saying? So get your kids involved with both sexes. You can't alienate a man out of your child's life and think he's gonna be well balanced. You can't alienate women out of your child's life and think that she's gonna be well balanced. If you have a child that's sneaky, the chances of them getting pregnant early are greater than a child that can bring their boyfriend or girlfriend to the house and you know their parents. You know they parents. That's the secret. Hey man, I meant what I said when I said what I said. I say it again like I said it then, because ain't no shame in my game. I do my thing from Frisco to Maine, from San Fran to Japan. It's all about the money game with me. Cash App Part Twice, man. We're gonna have more seminars and lessons. You wanna hear it from a male's point of view, man. I'm just keeping it real. Now, I'm telling you, man, a lot of people don't understand that certain people are just for fucking. Certain men are just for fucking. Certain women are just for fucking. Like, I might just be just for fucking because I'm not gonna fall into a 98% type state of mind. Never, devil no more in life. No, because it's too hard to get to the point A that you want to be at. Because people don't understand that you got to compromise. You can't always have it your way. So if you got two alphas trying to be into a relationship, this nigga got money, he got the money, man. I'm talking about the money bag. And she got money, she got her own thing, man. I'm talking about the money bag. And but they like each other, physical appearance, they want to, you know, be with each other, make a power couple. It's not gonna work because you can't tell her shit and you can't tell this nigga shit. So what they gonna do? They gonna ram, they gonna butt heads. How many people ever had a best friend that was cool until they moved in the same vicinity together? And then they start beefing because they so much alike, they butting heads. Two alphas cannot be together. So if you're an alpha female, you cannot be with an alpha male. And if you feel like you can be with an alpha male, then guess what? You are in the 98% of what people think they can have everything that they want. And if you're a man and you see a dominant alpha woman and you're a dominant alpha man, it's not gonna work. Because guess what? You're a dominant. If you think it's gonna work, you're the 98%. And if you are in a relationship and both of you are dominant and it has worked for some bit of a time, guess what? Where are you at? 2%. It's only 2% of motherfuckers, probably less than that. Their relationship work over 5 years. But what's 5 years to a lifetime? So when you're 60 and you're 70, is that relationship still gonna be there? Who's gonna change your diapers? Who's going to take you to the hospital when you can't work anymore, when you can't walk, when you're real old and gray? Will you still have enough money saved up to do it by yourself? Or will you have a robot? I'm just asking these questions because it's countdown to Valentine's Day and there's a lot of single people out there. But what they doing about it besides bringing the old spirits into 2024? So I'm gonna leave you on that note, man. Like I said, it's 30-1 in Georgia. I don't know where it is in y'all city, man. It's a lot of lonely women out here. You understand me? And you know, if everybody couples up, like I said, man, still gonna be a lot of lonely women. And what they gonna do? They're gonna take your man. But guess what? Can you be mad at them for taking your nigga? Or can you understand that that's just the law of the land? So either be by yourself, save your money up for a robot in 2030, or leave that jealousy spirit in 2023. Leave that anger spirit in 2023. Leave that spirit of always wanting to be right in 2023. Bring the spirit of compromise in 2024, because you got to think what's good for you. How are you gonna survive when they bring the robots for real? So they gonna ease them in. They already easing the robots. When you go to the grocery stores, they got robots. You don't even notice it. Ain't nobody really checking you out no more. You checking yourself out. Those are robots. They're just not advanced. In China, they got robots working in the warehouses. I think at Amazon, they got robots working in the warehouses. And when they bring them over here and they get them all the kinks out, they're gonna take over the factory jobs. They're gonna take over all the jobs. You're gonna have them working in stores. You're gonna have them working everywhere. They already got the cars that drive by themselves. Imagine 20, 30 years from now. But you Negroes, the 98%, all you niggas think about is your children. You don't think about your grandchildren and your great-great-grandchildren. You don't think about 2099. You don't think about 3024. You don't think about what's gonna happen to your generation because you don't give a fuck. A lot of people don't want to believe in God because they know it goes against what they live every day. So they find ways of saying that it's not true. There's nothing greater than me. A lot of people don't want to believe in nothing. A lot of people don't give a fuck no more about nothing. So if you in 2024 and you don't give a fuck about shit, stay away from that person. Because that's an energy that is not going to be prophesied in the great book. If you around a motherfucker say, man, I don't need no nigga for shit, you need to stay away from that girl. Because she gonna keep you single. And if you're around some niggas that's in street activity, stay away from them niggas, man. Don't put yourself in a position to be a rat. Let's put it like that. I got sentenced to 192 months in the federal penitentiary, man. Thanks to Donald Trump, man, he did the criminal reform bill. I got out and I did 13, okay? But I stood tall, right? Now, at my age in my life, man, I'm doing everything possible to keep me out of positions where I had to be in the police station having to tell on somebody. Cause I can't do no more time, bro. And I ain't no bitch ass nigga. So is I'm finna sell drugs again? No. Cause I'm not finna put myself in a position where I would have to tell. You understand what I'm saying? The only way that I will go back to prison is for defending myself. Or if somebody hurts my daughter or my mother or my girl. That's it. We all about the money game. If you ain't trying to get no money, man, stay away from me. And if you ain't on the same page and you ain't going down the same path as me, I'm sorry. I can't fuck with you. And if you don't want to be good business-minded people, and you always got that cross in you, just know that I prayed a specific prayer to God to reveal all people that are not for me in 2024. So just because I don't say nothing to you doesn't mean that I don't feel your spirit. And I know that your spirit is wicked and not for me. What's understood don't even have to be said, do it? But if I communicate what I want after I pay a motherfucker and they do otherwise, what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna do what PARTTWICE do, not the 98% do. There's no more compromise with the devil. There's no more compromise with anything that is against my spirit. As long as my spirit is righteous, how can I be wrong? And if you got your brand out there and you're representing your brand and somebody's trying to tell you how to run your brand and run your business, stay away from them. And if you feel uncomfortable working with anybody, let them know how it goes when you see them, not over the phone. And if you cannot make an obligation, you have to say something in advance. Because if you don't say something in advance, what's understood does not need to be said. Now, you expect people to feel certain ways how you feel, but everybody will not feel how you feel. And if you feel like people should expect them to do as you do, then guess what? You're in the 98% of all niggas in America. Stay tuned for the next seminar. Chat PARTTWICE. Yeah, it's me. It's always gonna be me.
I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. These bitches think it's sweet. You niggas want to try. Don't fuck with Mr. P. It's PARTTWICE, never nice. I'm ready to explode. I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose my soul. This is gonna be another wrong turn. Fucking with your boy, but you're about to get burned. Girl, you're about to get burned up. I'm about to cry, right? I'm about to cry now.